There he is. There he is. Yep. Yeah, dude! That's so cool. Can't even walk.
Hey out there, all you fishing addicts. What a beautiful sunny January day it is. Hopefully a bunch of you guys are out there catching a bunch of winter steelhead. It's been some really good fishing this year. We have some banger videos coming up with some really big and cool fish. So stay tuned for those. But I wanted to get on here and let you guys know, if you haven't yet, the Mega Bash movie premieres are coming to the Portland Sportsman Show, the Washington Sportsman Show, and the Central Oregon Sportsman Show. I guess it's called the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show, the one in Portland. But if you haven't yet, guys, we're doing the Mega Bashes there. We have tickets available now. Link in the description. It's going to be fun, guys. We got food, we got drinks, we got tons of fun little games that we have planned there. We have raffles. I heard that we're going to be giving away, there's a chance that a couple of the lodges there are going to be giving away trips to Alaska, whether it's Fish Baranoff or Cast Alaska. Both guys that were involved in the movie, they're going to be giving away trips to Alaska at these events. So if you haven't yet, guys, get your tickets. Link down below. I hope to see a bunch of you guys there. Now let's get into the video.
See the bears?
Where?
Give us a go, dude. Stick it between the legs.
This is a halibut for sure.
I got a salmon, 100%.
Let that thing go. Let that thing go.
Yep.
Got a good one.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
Whatever it is, we want to see what it is.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Addicted Fishing. Today, got our good buddy Colt out here, stolen from work. We're out here today, early winter steelhead fishing. We're gonna see if we can't get a good one in this low, clear water. We got some pretty favorable conditions, and let's see if we can't go get one.
Ridiculous. Got it.
It's a little bit darker this morning, so we're gonna start with our pink haze bead. I like to run about a three finger gap. And some people like to go smaller, some people like to go bigger. I like that 3 finger gap. It just seems to have the best hook to land ratio and hook placement for me. All right, now let's go get one. You can see kind of how we're approaching this spot right here. There's a nice little bucket over here on the left-hand side. I'm kind of having Colt cast down to it before we get to the spot. That'll just kind of alleviate those fish from even seeing the boat or seeing you. And sometimes it pays dividends because then you can kind of pass through the spot and get multiple casts through there. See, like right here, we're letting that bobber go, 50, 60 feet down in front of the boat, trying to get the bobber to the fish before the boat gets there. And it can pay dividends in this clear water. I mean, look in the water, Seth. You can see we got easily 5 to 6 foot, probably closer to like 7 feet of visibility. So anything we can do to give ourselves that extra little bit of advantage to get these fish to go in this clear water will help. It's also really cold this morning too. So just trying to kind of pepper this run and see if anything's landing this kind of faster chop, more oxygenated stuff, not sitting in stale, extra cold water. I wish I was as tall as Cameron. Just freaking reach up and mend to the heavens.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it's nice when you got 6 feet and then an extra freaking 4-foot arm. Your 10-foot rod becomes a 14-foot rod. starting to become one of my new favorite plugs. It's kind of that Dr. Death variation, but with some puddle dots on there. And as you can see, it's been working pretty good. I've only swam it twice and it's gotten bit every time. So we'll see if we can swim it a third time and see if we can get another one. Go 3 for 3. Left rod, just freaking digging down in there, bouncing around a couple of boulders. Line angle just almost damn near straight down. It's deep, down in the depths. Davy Jones. Sometimes plugging when the water is cold and clear, cold outside, sometimes those fish kind of get locked up, and the plug presentation can really just be a major aggravating bait to them, and it'll make them go from stale to really active. It'll just piss them off, and they will jump on it and fold that rod over, get a little zip bite. No dice on the plugs. Probably get a couple more spots, we'll try them out, but no dice, man. Didn't want it. Probably wasn't any in there. Head down river and see what we can find. So as you can see there, guys, Colt made a really nice cast up on that edge, and you can kind of see there's a couple of really big boulders in there, and it's a little bit choppier than the rest of the run. And in this low, clear water, they'll really cling to that surface chop, so it kind of gives them a little bit more coverage than what's in the rest of the run. So he just went past a couple of really big boulders, and now he's just kind of right in the gut of the run. There's another big boulder that he's going over right now. And those are kind of the areas that we're going to want to kind of cover really well with this super clear water. I mean, you can see this hole is probably, you know, anywhere from 5 to 8 feet deep, and we can literally see pretty much all the way down to the bottom. So yeah, those choppy areas, head-in areas, kind of where they have more coverage from maybe some features and some surface chop, where you're going to find these fish in this low, clear water. That was a fish for sure. That was a fish for sure. Oh my, dude, look at my bead. It's like all sucked down on the T-stop. Dude, we have not gone down there the entire time. We've probably ran 30 casts through here. That was suspicious. Oh, come on, just hold on to it for me. Just hold on to it. Weird, dude. Okay, here's something you can do too. We have a little bit of depth out on the bobber stop. I'm gonna shallow it up, probably just 3 or 4 inches. See if the same thing happens. And honestly, with this much visibility, even if a hole is 8 feet deep, if you're set at 6 feet, you're still fishing. They can definitely still see it. No more downy. Come on. It's just one of those things. Hard telling, not knowing. Oh my God, I saw him roll. Did you see him roll?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
no, dude.
Dude, why are these things not hanging on to anything today? So what I'm doing here is I'm pretty sure we just had a fish on for like a millisecond. So I'm just switching up worm colors, seeing if...
There he is.
There he is, got him?
Yep.
Got him that time. That was awesome.
That thing is drained, dude.
That was freaking sick.
What's going on here? Is he wrapped around the rock or something? Dude. What is happening? Dude.
Pull this way, Colt. Pull way back. Pull way back. No, go the other way. Go the other way. Here, we're gonna float right on top of it.
Dude, what is he even stuck on? I can't. Sorry, Freddie.
He's still on there?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm gonna go out into the run. I'm gonna go out into the run.
Dude, no.
Did he snub you off on that
I don't,
freaking rock?
I don't know.
I can't see anything right now.
I can't, I see my weight. I don't see a fish. No, dude, what's...
Go out and in between those rocks, out and in between. There's a big chunk of wood right there. I don't see the fish anymore either.
No, dude.
No
I
way.
can't believe that.
No way! That is the first time I've had that happen.
I've never seen... I mean, he still might be on there. I don't know. I felt him not too long ago, but...
Dude, there's just that giant piece of wood right there,
Bro,
dude.
I don't know how he got into that.
I don't know what's happening here, folks.
I have no idea if he's still on there or not.
I don't think so. I think he snubbed you off on that log. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. But I will try this.
Oh, no, he's still there. I just felt him pull.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I'm giving him line. I mean...
I don't know what we should try here, dude. I have no idea.
I don't even know how it's like wedged down there. There's like 3 rocks and a big limb.
I'm gonna try and go out in the run, see if maybe a different pull angle will...
Oh, he just broke.
Dude. So that was 120 million% a fish that took my bobber down. And Colt threw there with a different worm presentation before I could switch my worm and hooked him. Oh man.
Outsmarted.
That's a heartbreaker, dude.
Just sawed it off.
Literally swam right into that frickin' piece of wood.
Into a crevice. That was horrible.
Dude, there is
I'm so sad.
like
That was a
there's
good one
prime,
too.
There's a prime example of Marlon and I had no business landing the fish that we did. You guys will probably see it here in a future episode. We pulled that thing out of 3 log jams, down 2 runs, through 2 rapids, and still landed the fish. And then that one, we're in this big wide open run, and it happens to find one of the maybe 4 or 5 boulders that are in here. That is just, that's insane, dude. That's
What a
insane.
heartbreaker.
Oh,
That was a good one too. Did you
dude,
see
that was
him?
a great fish. Chrome, super chrome. Oh, dude.
Lame.
I'm just searching for a needle in a haystack right now.
One thing I had to make sure I brought today is a spoon. A lot of times I'll swing through with a spoon to make sure that we didn't leave any fish over instead of taking the time to run up and run the plugs all the way down. So instead of getting out and fishing it down, I'll cast at a 90-degree angle and almost drift fish it down and wait until it swings and swing it all the way through down to the bottom of the boat. And then I'll cast 5 feet farther down and then do the exact same thing. And then once I get down below the boat a good ways, I try to cast it as far as I can on the other bank and work it through. And that's how you grit a hole out with a spoon.
All right, so as you can see here, I'm just trying to stay off of this main seam. You can see how I had Colt kind of cast down in front of the boat on this inside seam because that's where we're gonna be going. So we wanna get that bobber, that presentation down there first before we get to it. You can see I'm just pulling way off of this thing, as far off of the water as I can possibly get. And we'll just easily start working our way downriver. You can see over on my right-hand side too that we've got a little bit heavier, deeper current. A lot of times those fish won't want to really nose into that super heavy current. And then once we get more towards the tail out, that's when we'll start to really like space our casts out every 5 feet, every 5 feet. You can see I'm just kind of trying to stay off of that water as much as I possibly can, staying out of sight of those fish. You can kind of see down here where it starts to slow down quite a bit and get a little bit deeper throughout the run. This is where those fish should be sitting. Right about where the boat's at is where the gut of the run would be, or like the main hole, you know, where the fish would probably be holding. So we'll stop a little bit further down, that way we can kind of stretch our casts out a little bit further, and we'll be dialed. So right here, you can really see where the whole thing just gets nice, deep, and slow. It's a lot slower than what we were working with at the head end of the hole. You can really start to grid this thing out and kind of change depths a little bit, kind of find the bottom and then kind of go with that. And you can roll these casts pretty much all the way down to the tail out to where you probably don't want to hook a fish, because if you hook a fish that far down, it can be a bit of a rodeo trying to get that thing hooked and hooked good. And in this spot, you can see there's not much for big structure, big holding structure, but with it being as deep as it is and how shallow it is up at the top of the run, you can tell that these fish are really going to want to sit down here and rest down here before they make their journey upriver, up into that head end. A lot of times when the water is low and clear like this, these fish will really seek out that deeper, greener water with, you know, that choppy top, walking man's pace. Sometimes you can go a little, you know, you can fish that water that's a little bit faster than walking man's pace, like where Colt's at right now. That's a really good spot. I like that. You got some surface chop, you got some probably microwave sized boulders in there, some good holding water. No dice on the plugs again. I don't know. Not a target-rich environment. Kind of the theme lately. I think what we're seeing is a big lull in our run right now. So we had that big rain earlier this year, and I think that sucked up some of those earlier fish that were supposed to be kind of returning right now in this time period. So, I don't know, just the way she goes sometimes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of getting down here to our last couple of spots of the day. I'm gonna try and make something happen for you guys, but man, it's looking pretty bleak right now. Colt just had a little bobber down right here. Let's see if that was anything. Looks pretty suspicious. Sometimes it's hard to get these fish on these clear, cold days, you know. Not clear in the sky, but clear water. Just clear water can really make them finicky. Really finicky, and sometimes they just get into that hidey mode where they just won't do anything. They'll be so locked up. You know, it'll be different if it was, you know, 45 degrees. It's probably mid to high 30s right now. It's a cold day. Not a lot of steelhead around right now. Still pretty early in the season. Not quite into peak timing yet. Not quite. Some fish around in some of the other rivers, but doesn't seem like there's any sort of biomass in this system. Seems pretty far. Few and far between. What is that? Few and far in between?
Few and far between?
Few and far between. There we go. It's been a long day.
Yep. There he is.
Dude, good job, Colt. Good job, Colt. Oh my
That's a good one. He's just burning me. I might need to go down, dude.
Keep a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. You shouldn't go down.
There's nothing to get snagged on out there, is there?
No, you're clean. You're clean.
I'm all paranoid again.
I would like to get him right here if we can. Okay, I think we can. Deep breath.
This is a stud.
Deep breath.
Ooh, he's a burner. He's a burner.
Yeah, dude! Woo! That is a tank, Jason. That is a tank, dude.
Oh, and the worm came out in the net.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, reverse nightmare, baby.
Buddy.
Dude,
That was a good one for me last year. Turned out to be a good one for me this year, too.
Just an absolute
That's a
stud
magnum, dude.
stud.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one,
Dude,
dude.
he's so fresh.
How
dude.
long is that thing? That thing's like...
That's a big fish, man. It's a big
God.
fish. Here, let's get him in the landing.
Yeah,
net.
let's transfer.
Dude,
That's a tank,
that's
dude.
a nice fish. You're good. In the water the whole time. Good?
Yep.
Goodness,
Look
dude.
at this fish.
Dude,
Oh,
just a
big old adipose fin.
perfect freaking lateral line, too. Look at that.
Beautiful tail, too, with all that chrome and purple on it.
Lay it just barely in the water.
Oh, dude.
Platinum buck, dude. Just a magnum.
Yes.
Just an absolute
dude.
magnum. I'm gonna say
35 about?
35?
Yeah.
35 by probably 15.
Yeah, I'd say 15, 16.
Dude, look at how clear his fins are.
Look at that, dude. Oh my God, they're blue.
Awesome.
That's the one you're looking for every time you go out, right there.
We've been saying
Can't
that the last
believe
couple
it.
times, guys. This is going to be a big fish year. If there's any year to go steelhead fishing, this is the year.
Is that a good one? Dude,
Yeah.
get a close-up of that face, please. Pro.
Platinum.
What a beast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we prevailed. Clearwater Cowboys right here. Freaking got it done with this platinum buck. We lost one earlier in the day, but this one definitely redeemed our day. It's awesome. Good job, Colt. Well worth skipping the day of work.
Oh yeah, any day, especially with a fish like this.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Addictive Fishing. We're going to send this guy on his way, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir.
So awesome. That was sick.
That was so cool.
Rad.
Can't even walk. Oh, dude.
He's just resting. There he goes.
That was insane.
That was cool. That was cool.